We could all use a little advice from time to time, and today we have got quite the lineup of modern challenges, from navigating care for aging parents to what counts as cheating in the digital age.
These situations could leave anyone feeling stuck, but luckily we've brought in backup. Natalie Bencivenga is here to offer some clarity, starting with our first tricky situation, and I think that this is one so many families go through with aging parents. So you had someone write in about their mother who's suffering from dementia, and their father is the primary caregiver right now. They're really trying to convince them to put their mom in a care home. One situation in particular was when mom put her hand on a stove, burned herself, and dad's crying. He's very upset. He's angry about this idea of going into a care home, but everybody's worried about safety, and also, of course, their dad, who's handling and shouldering that responsibility.
Yeah, I think this one's really tough because people don't want to put, quote unquote, someone away. Is sort of, I think, how it feels, especially if you've lived with this person a long time, you love them, you care about them, and you see them slipping away. So I always say with dementia, it's almost like you lose people twice. So you're grieving while someone is still alive. It's hard to make a clear decision in that way. People wrote into me after I suggested, at least have dad meet with a social worker, have him meet with a team, have him go look at a few places, get him warmed up to the idea. And people wrote in after I posted this and said, well, what about home health care? I love the idea of home health care, but yes, my grandmother, we went through this with my grandmother, and oh my gosh, Mikey.
The expense.
The sticker shock, it's like you could go through your life savings in 3 months. I mean, you truly could. So while I do think that is an option, most healthcare plans aren't paying for that kind of care. So the question then becomes, what do you do?
I think there's just so much guilt and so many hard feelings about the situation. And like you said, losing your loved one twice and then having, there's so much to consider.
It's the baby steps. I think you just have to get that conversation started.
Yeah, I know my grandmother went through the same thing, and you get to a point where after a while, you have to do something.
You have to. It's for their own safety.
Right.
Absolutely. So I think they're grappling with reality, and it's
what
hard.
to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's our next situation. A little bit different.
Yes,
I'm going to read this.
Turning the page
word for word here, because this is a good one. So I've been with my boyfriend for 6 months, and as far as I knew, things were going well. But recently, I came across a separate Discord account that he didn't tell me about. He's been engaging in what looks like role play and talking to other people, mostly women, I think, as if he's single and interested. Some of the conversations are playful, but others are more intimate and borderline romantic. When I brought it up, he brushed it off as just fantasy and said it's not real. I know we live in a world where a lot of relationships happen digitally and interact in a lot of ways, but is this crossing a line?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not
Short answer.
Wait, what is it? What is a Discord account?
This is what we were. I also had to do some digging. It's sort of like a gamer's space, and so people talk to each other. It's a fantasy land, really, and so but they build real life relationships
with real people.
But it's through these avatars, basically. So what was interesting about this to me was, if the roles were reversed, and he saw that she was engaging in fantasy with men in a pseudo-romantic way, would he be okay with that? I'm gonna go out on a limb, you guys, and say, no. I think the problem here, we are gonna experience more and more. I'm getting more and more questions about digital romantic spaces. And I think where we need to really rein this all in is, remember, people do not have education around generative AI. It is not being taught in schools. Media literacy is not being taught in schools. So we have all of this new technology with absolutely no guardrails, no one understanding what is real. We're seeing fakes all the time online. I'm even concerned as an independent journalist. I'm like quadruple checking every visual now that I'm posting, because I'm like, what if that wasn't real? So there is so much to be said just about that. So when you're moving that along with romantic energy, oh my gosh, the confusion, people are lonely, they're isolated. This is very concerning. We're seeing generative AI psychosis now with people. So if anything, he needs to understand why she's upset, which it comes down to communication and feeling pushed out of a romantic space.
And why does he feel like he needs to lean into something like this? What is not happening in the relationship?
I think it's a loophole for cheating. And you have to establish, if nothing else, what are our deal breakers and hold to them. That's a conversation.
How it all starts.
Good conversations, Natalie.
All right, thanks, Nat. All right, if you'd like to read more of the Ask Natalie advice column, we'll link you up on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
And we want you to get your phone out and decide on what topic Natalie will give advice on next month. Oops, excuse me. Next month, here are your options. Up first,
You got excited.
I did. Yes. I got very excited about what the next topic is. Up first, a shocking discovery that rocked the world of a 24-year-old man. He just found out he was adopted after taking a DNA test. His parents and his relatives have never mentioned this to him before. He feels incredibly betrayed. Should he confront them about the shocking revelation?
Oh, that's a good one. And next, a newly engaged couple decided to try couples therapy to make sure the relationship was solid before tying the knot. Unfortunately, it took a turn for the worse, leaving the bride and groom both feeling blindsided. So can they work through their issues to make it to the big day? Those are your two options to choose from. You can vote by scanning the QR code or going to kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
Really good conversations, Natalie. Thank you for joining us today. Now to some more expert advice. Mary, it seems like the weather may rain on our parade of plans this week. Is that right?
Right. Mother Nature has her own emotions going up and down. You know, we went from seeing severe storms to some snow for some areas, and we do have some more precipitation on the way. So if you're trying to get outside, I'll let you know when you can and when you can't in your forecast by the hours coming up right after this.